Hello again, I'm back to make another video. I have a Whirlpool Duet washing machine, and I'm going to show you how to fix your buttons when they go bad, because they like sitting on hard plastic, and over time the plastic get brittle and it'll break the button inside where it don't have no connection to turn on the washing machine. It just be stiff. You won't feel no spring back in them. So I had more than one happen, so I went on and fixed all three of them. So what happened is, when you press on the button and you see it don't have no spring, now this is fixed, it has spring to it. But what I did, I used a Lowe's credit card, cut it up, it made like a diving board to it with super glue, and glued it on, as you can see. And then I used tape, but it would look something like this one. This is for this corner right here, where to fit in there. And then you glue that back to here, and then when it's all said and done, it'll have spring back in it. You don't have to use no tape. I seen some videos of men putting tape all on it looking all nasty, but this is a way you can get it looking back to the original look, and it'll work way more better because it has the spring back in it, as you can hear. Because once those buttons break, you thinking that the board didn't went out, but really it's all the button. And the plastic is so brittle, sometimes when you take it off, it'll just break the clips that holds it. So I was able to super glue some of my clips back, but I don't know if it worked. But if it don't, I got some glue to make it stick in place. You don't have to overdo it with glue, just make it stick in place. So if you ever have to take it apart again, you won't have to struggle to take it apart again. And then another thing you have to do, you have to put the board in back in its face right here, and you will see that you may not have got it exactly right to fit in the hole all the way flush. So what you do is put it in there, and you make a little marking and ream out the little bit that it needs to fit on in there. Because when you put this back together, you don't know if you got it exactly right like it was supposed to be, but you know you got it right to start and do what you got to do to wash your clothes or whatever. Because it's held by two little arms like this. And what happens is they get so brittle and they break over time, that movement up and down, they just break. And you don't have no spring back. Once you see that you don't have no spring back, that's your problem. If you don't have no spring back when you go to click it on, that is your problem. It's not the board. It's the knobs that broke off from the plate that holds them. So what I did is just made some cutting out with my old credit card, and glued it on, make it like a diving board, brought it back to here, and then just taped it up with some real good aluminum tape. That's the best kind of tape you can use. And the same for this one, did the same thing. But you, like I say, you don't know if you got it exactly in the right spot for the hole, but you'll be close if you hear it clicking. Like I say, here it is again. You just take a credit card and you just cut it to where you need it at. Let me zoom in now. And you super glue it to the back like this. You don't go all the way up to the tip, to the click-on tip. You don't have to go all the way up. You don't have to go all the way up to there. Just like right there, where you get a good grip, where it's holding the body of the button house. And like I say, when it's all said and done, I'm going to put some super glue right there on the back and attach it to right there, where it'll end up looking like this when I'm through. It's more neater and it's more, it just looks more better than some videos I've seen with men using tape to tape it up and all that. You need it because it needs to be back on the spring like body where it's sitting on, where it can get that play like this. You can get that play back. Where you got your play and the arm is holding it. It's holding it up. That'll last you a long time. I don't know if that'll ever go bad again. And like I say, once you get it all fixed like this, the next step is to put it inside. Like I say, the hole might not match up all the way, but you'll be close. And just mark where you need to ream out a little bit where the button to fit on up there inside. All this would cost you is just the price of super glue. Get some super glue and go to work. I use an old Sutherland's card and just cut it up to where I needed it. And now I have my click back and ready to be put back together. So I hope this saves you money because, like I said, if you go to click your button and you don't have no spring, it's not your control board, it's not your machine going all the way out crazy. It's just that the arm piece, the two clips that holds this arm has dried out and broke. They just broke off. And there's no play with the button anymore. So therefore you cannot click your washing machine on. And it's the same for any other button. If once these break, you don't have no function with that button. So this is an easy fix. A really easy fix, and it would really look good when you go back and put it back inside your board and put it all back together. There's videos on how to take this board loose. I don't want to make a long video of it, but it's easy to take it loose. It's just one connection. You take that one connection loose, a couple of screws, and mostly what's holding it in is clips. These clips might break on you because they're so brittle and dry that they might break, but I'm gonna try them again. I glued them back together with super glue, so I'm gonna try them again. But if they break, I got some silicone glue. Just put it in certain spots that you need, and you don't have to make it like it's just totally gonna be in there for life. Just make it where you tack it in case you ever have to get to this motherboard plate right here. In case that ever go bad, you can easily take it back and loose without fighting all the glue. Just put the glue where you need it at to hold this plate in, and you'll be all ready. So that's my video. Give me a thumbs up and save you money, because a technician can come in, if he's no good or shady, can say, well, this is your motherboard, it's going to cost you $300 or $400. And really, this is the problem is this. It's not clicking and engaging with the board to even come on. So like I say, once you touch your buttons, if you don't hear that click or snap back, it's the button that has dried out and the pins that hold it has broken. So give me a thumbs up. All right.